how in the doctrine of Achintya Bheda or the Gaudiya Vaishnavism explains the concept of jiva or the soul's eternal relationship with Sri Krishna or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this context, the relation between individual soul and Bhagavan Sri Krishna. The jiva or the individual soul is understood to have eternal and intense relationship with Bhagavan Sri Krishna, eternal relationship with Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This relationship is one of loving service, and it is considered the jiva's true nature and the ultimate purpose also. The foundational teaching on this topic is captured in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila, saying that Jivera Swarupa Hai Krishna Nityadas, the living entity's constitutional position is to be an eternal servant of Krishna. Now, the eternal servant relationship, how is it? The relationship described as a Nitya Dasa, meaning the Jiva is eternally, since time immemorial, the servant of Krishna, and that's the perfection of any living entity, or the Jiva. So the servitude is not a result of imposition, but an inherent quality of Jiva's existence, the living entity's existence. The relationship is based on the love and devotion, it's not the forceful or not coercion, but it's actually based on the love and devotion. In this context, servant refers to the loving servant or the willful servant, not paid servant, but the willful servant, like of son serving to his mother, or a mother having that loving affection towards their kids and they serving their kids. The kid is passing stool and urine and everything in the body and in the lap of mother or the father, and they willingly they are serving with the love to their kids. So it's a sort of loving relationship. And that servant here, Nitya Dasa, Dasa means a servant, but that Nitya Dasa is relationship based on loving servant, like relationship between parents and child, or between the friends, lovers, or master and servant, which is deeply affectionate and respectful in the sense. So the process of bhakti or devotional service in the means by which living entities reawakens this dormant relationship with Bhagavan Sri Krishna. This is as explained in Srimad Bhagavad Gita in 9 chapter 34 slok, I think. It says, Manmana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyeshi yuktaimam atmana matparayana. Where Bhagavan Sri Krishna to Arjuna says, "Oh Arjuna, engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in my service or absorbed in me, surely you will come to me." So bhakti is both means and the end. From this we understand that bhakti, it's a means, it's a path, and it's destination, it's the end. It is the process of purification. At the same time, it is the perfection of life also. So first purification and then perfection. So through sadhana bhakti or the regulated devotional practice, one progress to prema bhakti or the pure love for Sri Krishna. So there's one factor called maya. So there's that impact of maya. The jiva entanglement in the material world is due to the illusory energy of the maya. The this illusory energy of Bhagavan Sri Krishna are also called maya or illusion. Maya is the divine energy of Krishna that creates the material world and binds these living entities to it through the false identification and attachment. As Srimad Bhagavad Gita explains the nature of maya, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Davihyosa gunamayi mama maya durattiya mameva ye prapadhanti mayamyatam taranti tehe, which translates as a divine energy of mind consisting of three modes of material nature called Rajogun, Tamogun and Shattogun, or the mode of goodness called Shattogun, and mode of ignorance called Tamogun, and mode of Rajogun. So it is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered completely unto me can easily cross beyond it, as Sri Krishna says. So the moksha or the mukti in Gaudiya Vaishnavism is not merely freedom from the cycle of birth and death, or this just to get rid from material bondage or material sufferings, but reestablishment of the living entities or the soul lost relationship with Bhagavan Sri Krishna. This is illustrated in Srimad Bhagavatam, saying, Shavai pumsham paro dharmo yeto bhaktir adokchaje ahaitukya pratihata yatma so prasiddhyatihi. Says the supreme occupation or the dharma of Shavai pumsham paro dharma, the supreme occupation or the dharma of all humanity, all the living entities, is that by which a person can attend to loving devotional service unto the transcendental Lord, or the such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted, ahaitukya apratihata, to completely satisfy the self. So, through the process of the sadhana bhakti, which includes the practice such as hearing, shravanam, and chanting, it's called kirtanam, and remembering, also called ismaranam, all these 9 limbs of devotional service, and shravanam, kirtanam, ismaranam of Srinam, or the holy name of Bhagavan Krishna, the form, pastime, and glories of Krishna, or the Narayan, the jiva, gradually purifies the heart and the mind. So their heart, the manaha, and mind, heart, the chit, and manha, the mind, and as the jiva progress, this practice transforms into spontaneous loving service, are called ragatmika bhakti, raganuga bhakti, and ultimately into the highest stage called prema bhakti, the pure love. So Sriman Mahaprabhu, the combined personification of Srimati Radhika and Sri Govinda Dev, Sri Krishna, he exemplifies and taught the path of prema bhakti. In Shiksha Ashtakam, he expressed the essence of pure devotional service, saying, Asalishya padaratam pinastuma adarshanam marmhatam karotua yatha tatha va vidadhatu lampatoho matprananathastu saivana paraha. Saying, let Krishna, the Supreme, tightly embrace this servant, this maid servant who has fallen on his feet, or let him trample me or break my heart by not being present before me. He is, after all, he is the supreme, and after all, he can do. He is my master, and he can do whatever he likes. But still, he alone and no one else is worshipable Lord of my heart. So this verse highlights the depth of surrender and unconditional love that characterize the living entity's eternal relationship with Sri Krishna. We can summarize saying that Gaudiya Vaishnavism teaches that jiva is eternally a loving servant of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and this relationship is the true nature of living entities, including human being to all the living entities. Through the practice of devotional service or the bhakti, or this line of devotional service, particularly the chanting of Sri Krishna Nam and different limbs of devotional service, the jiva can overcome the influence of Maya and realize its inherent relationship with Bhagavan Sri Krishna and attain the ultimate goal of life, pure love of Godhead or Prema Bhakti. Hare Krishna.